Sir, you're focusing on the word peace,
Yes.
and peace is a part of the Islamic religion.
Definitely.
But on the other side, whenever an incident happened from an extremist or from a man that is not related at all to Islam, they say that this is a terrorist act, and they say it's an Islamic terrorist act.
Yeah.
So why Islam is always, or they relate Islam to terrorism?
I do understand, and it's a very important question, and let me elaborate on this and highlight the nexus or the connection between the religious phenomenon or religion and faith, and on the other side when it comes to conflict and violence. As a matter of fact, we have academic literature that clearly establishes the fact that this assumed connection between faith and religion, and that religion or the religious phenomenon is inherently there to drive people to commit acts of violence, it happens to be nothing but a myth. This is what the academic literature clearly states in this regard. So Islam is no exception. So it is only a media narrative, and it is one that is politically motivated and politically driven. And this is why what Al-Azhar has been doing recently is to clarify this point, that violence cannot be ascribed to any faith tradition, and no matter how heinous any acts can be conducted and then attempted to be attributed or ascribed to Islam or any other faith tradition, these are only futile acts, and this is why it is the role of the wise people, it is the role of the scholars to clarify this and to speak up and to come up with a clear discourse in this regard, and this is what we have been doing at Al-Azhar University, at Al-Azhar Fatwa Global Center, and all the institutions within Al-Azhar, and these have been the continuous efforts of Al-Azhar in this regard. So this is why I highly appreciate Nile TV International for always being there and taking the initiative to clarify the true and the bright teachings of Islam, and in addition to this to demonstrate to the whole world the efforts of Al-Azhar in this regard. So very briefly, it is a myth. It is one which is politically motivated, and there are political agendas by it, and this is the role of the scholars of Azhar to clarify this and to make it very clear that Islam cannot be hijacked and be marginalized in order to smear the image of Islam and Muslims. This is totally not acceptable, and it cannot be any further from the truth.